to the episode.
Is that how you want to start
No.
it? Oh, that gain's up pretty high. Do we want to lower that to 2 or?
Yeah, preferably at 2.
There we go.
If at any point it's
You can get
louder,
2 of these.
Jesus Christ, what happened to my sound bar?
All right.
You guys happier with the brighter light?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
The orange light?
It's not super bright, but
I can't see
It doesn't
shit.
need to be super bright. It just needs to make your guys' definition better.
I can't see the viewfinder, so I can't tell.
I can't see this viewfinder. Why don't you try looking at
I am sat. Oh, that looks good. I think it works.
it? Oh. Gonna have to kick the dog out real quick. But
Yeah,
we
that-
can start right as soon.
That makes sense. Poor baby, he just wants
what
some
do you want
attention.
to start on, Brittany? You want to start on your South Park?
Yeah! I haven't gotten to play Snow Day yet, but hopefully this weekend we'll get some WoW in and some Snow Day. I want to play Snow Day
Too
so
bad
bad.
it doesn't snow where we live.
Right?
I miss the snow.
Yeah.
I miss driving in the snow, actually.
What?
Yeah.
See, I don't miss driving in snow.
I
No.
love driving in the
Okay,
snow.
so out of all the dealerships that I worked at, the Honda dealership, when I had to drive the shuttle,
Uh-huh.
that was the best part. Because it's a minivan.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to drift a minivan? I'd have to drive people to where they need to be dropped off, and as I'm going back, I'd take a nice big parking lot, floor it down in first, drop it into drive, whip, slam on the e-brake, and you'd see the car just and just keep spinning it back and forth. And the car's just drifting through the parking lot.
See, I hated driving in the snow. I remember it was about this time of year in Ohio, and there was like no snow on the ground, or little like patches here and there. And there was like, I hit a sheet of black ice going from like Bradner to Bowling Green. And thankfully there were no other cars on the road because I straight spun out and about landed in someone's like yard. Didn't break anything, didn't wreck nothing. Everything was fine, but it was scary as shit.
Yeah. I would imagine so.
All right, do we
Good
want to
little
start?
tidbit.
Do we want to start this over, or do we want to just go from
Just
here?
keep going.
All right.
Praise.
Praise the sun. Okay.
Praise Allah.
All right, shut up.
What is taking you guys so long?
We're waiting for you to shut up.
I think. Okay. Hello and welcome to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. It's your girl Britt Rochelle,
And Muffin.
and we're here to recap our week in gaming. What have you been playing? I see your little Twitch notifications come up sometimes.
Playing more into the VR Master League games that I mentioned the last time.
Yeah.
Like I said, we won the first game. We absolutely got mopped on the second one.
No.
0-9. So it was bad.
Yikes. I'm sorry, bro.
We should have another game coming up on Saturday. So hopefully, redemption.
Redemption. Stay tuned for a Muffin's redemption arc.
My villain arc has already started, so now it's just redemption.
Redemption.
He's
in his-
straight to the redemption.
He's in his villain era.
Yeah,
He started in the villain arc.
I've never been the good guy. Ever.
Alexa, play bad guy Billie Eilish.
Alexa, I want for a walk.
Potato. Just gonna cut that out. We refer to her as Tato here, not her real name.
But aside from that, that VR game and Oh Dear, which...
Yeah, I'm so jealous I didn't get to play with y'all last week. I'm so excited to play this week. Y'all know
She's going back in time.
I'm going back in time. Anyway,
I play a game about hunters.
tell me about that. I'm really excited to play tonight.
Well, you play as a deer.
Mm-hmm.
It's essentially just hide and seek, but with a Wendigo.
Fun.
So you start out with you and 4 other people, or just one person, because I mean I played with our sound guy and just mopped him all over the floor.
You had some very good shots, I admit.
Like
And
2
one
seconds
time
out the
where-
shack. Just
And one time where he was way too dodgy that I just didn't understand what was happening.
get them jukes for days, even if I'm a deer.
Dude, I
Jukes for
swear
days.
he shot me through like all of the woods in a bush.
I do have that clipped. I shot him through bushes. Like, I could not see, and I just blindly fired, and I got him.
That's fantastic. Like, not for Garrett, but for you.
Oh,
That's
no,
wonderful.
fantastic for him, because then he had to chase me down.
It was amazing to watch, I admit. I
I
actually got spooked when he shot me with it. He went, and I was like, I got away, and he's
I feel like I'm gonna get spooked for those.
arrow in my butt.
There's an arrow in your butt!
What? Where? Oh, would you look at that?
Cue the Shrek reference.
God, I love Shrek.
But essentially it's just hide and seek.
That sounds fun. I actually really like those kinds of games.
Hunt. It's deers.
Prop hunt, but deers. Yeah.
I remember earlier we were talking about, I was comparing it to another game that I thought would be really fun for us to play, but I guess you don't like it, so you don't have to, I guess. I used to play Friday the 13th a little bit. I'm not like a huge Friday the 13th gamer, but I got to play it once, and it was a lot of fun, and I'd like to do it again.
Well, I mean, I'll play it with you.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have to enjoy the game to play it with you guys.
That's fair. That's just the definition of being a good sport.
I'm not just saying I don't like it because I haven't played it. 17 hours is just far too long to play it.
That's fair. Did you play it solo or did you play it multiplayer?
Multiplayer. It
Oh.
was back before, all the really bad game-breaking stuff was fixed, so
Oh.
kind of just ruined it. Which is valid,
Fair
in
enough.
my opinion.
Yeah, that tracks.
I made it. 17 hours. You have the right to judge it.
You have been bestowed the gracious right of judging a game.
The chalice of judgment.
The chalice of judgment. We need a chalice of judgment.
There's the chalice right there.
Awesome. I will bestow upon you. Oh! The chalice of judgment.
Bear witness, it is gold. What about you, Brittany? What have you been playing?
Well, I finally beat South Park: The Fractured Butthole, and I am really... I like it a lot. It's really another great example of a great South Park game made by the creators.
Would you say it's very deep?
I guess. It's a definitely...
Fractured butthole is pretty deep.
Yep, that's a very great assessment of the game.
I think there's a crack in your
Cue the
statement.
crickets.
Damn it, where's my soundboard? I need to get that soundboard closer to me. That's on the side, though. But no, it was a good game. I will say, while the ending was satisfactory, I don't know, I guess, I don't know if it's because it's a sequel or because, I guess, the first one touched more directly on, like, childhood whimsy and all that. But I didn't find it as satisfactory as the first one, but it was still a good ending. I will say it definitely benefited from, again, the whole Fractured Butthole is making fun of, like, superhero franchises and stuff like that. So at first when the game ended, I was like, wait, are you serious? That's it? That's just how this ends? But then there's an after credit scene where it goes, it kind of wraps the story up a bit more completely. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, now I'm happy.
Now, do you think it's necessary to start out at the Stick of Truth, or can you just jump straight into Fractured?
You can jump straight into Fractured, but there are some little references you'll miss, and it is a direct continuation of the Fractured Butthole, or the Stick of Truth. So I would recommend starting with the Stick of Truth, but you can just jump into the hole, so to speak.
If you want to understand the story at all, what she's saying, if you want to understand any part of the story, you just need to play the Stick of Truth first.
Well,
you don't have to play
Well, no,
it.
it's like jumping in the middle of
spread
a...
your horizon.
No, it's literally like jumping into the middle of... So, South Park has 26 seasons. So, you can jump in the middle of South Park and just watch an episode and enjoy it, you know? That's kind of where I'm approaching it. You're not going to maybe understand some references from Season 4 if you're watching in Season 13, but you'll still enjoy it, is what I'm saying.
I'd personally approach it from behind.
Naturally, as you should.
From episode 1.
I will say, there is, as side questing is extremely encouraged and all that. You don't have to perfectly do it in a linear fashion. There are obviously a lot of things you do have to do in a linear fashion, but what I thought was the funniest bit was when I was after I beat the game, I did the Casa Bonita expansion, which I almost wish I did the Casa Bonita expansion first, but well, like at least halfway through the game or something. But basically, there's these like vampire relics you have to get, and one of them's in Black Bart's cave. which I could not enter because Black Bart was essentially guarding it and going, well, there's a mess back there. The cleanup crew's still working on it. And, yeah, I was like, this sounds like a puzzle. I should puzzle my way out of this. How do I make a mess in Casa Bonita to distract the cleaning crew? And I tried doing that by eating a burrito that Cartman had. And the objective is to get to the bathroom in time. And I was like, I wonder if I don't get to the bathroom in time, what will happen? I died. So, yeah, maybe just go to a different area first. That's how that works. Spoilers. maybe don't shit your pants and die. But I did get to play Overcooked with Tato Saturday morning, too. That was a lot of fun. Very, very frustrating on some ways, but it was...
Now, was it as smooth as how it was when we were playing it, or was it a little...
It was different, because we did play directly beside each other instead of online, and she's never played that game before, at least to my knowledge, so it was easier to direct her in that way, because I could just point at the screen and go, now go there, now go there, now go there, or, we could strategize together a lot easier. But not having my full gaming space was interesting.
Yeah.
So I think next time we will just play online, especially if we're, involving, say, all four of us are going to play. Definitely do online, but...
Loser! What?
I think some levels, the one level we did that we ended up failing the last level that we played. I can't tell if that one would be better or worse with more people, because the way it's set up is you're on a moving platform. Everything you need is on the edges, and you have to move the platform around as needed and time your orders. And you have limited counter space. So I'll admit I was pretty frustrated. I kept trying to tell Tato, don't move the pot of rice directly onto our counter space. Just put it next to the burner. And she wouldn't always listen. And I'm like, no, we're not gonna get that one.
Besides the point.
No.
Put it there. Not there.
Not there. Because you don't have to move the pot of rice to the plate and have to move the pot back. You can save time by just taking the plate to the pot, and then the stuff goes on the plate, and then you're good, and the pot stays on the counter. It saves time, and time is so important in that game.
But, as you said, if you've never played the game, it's going to be a little difficult.
Yeah, and she did great. She did fine. Actually, there was one of those things, when we were good and our teamwork was on it, oh my gosh, we were amazing. But when we were bad, we were horrible. Oh my god, we got into the negative a couple of times.
Didn't think that was even possible.
Yeah, it is. If you fail enough orders, you'll get in the negative.
If you thought about not failing orders.
Yes. We tried really hard not to fail orders. The one that really got us for a while was, it required us, so things were on opposite sides of the street, and we had to run into traffic. Oh yeah, that was another thing, is, so the way I have my recording set up, I usually have my headset on. I didn't have my headset on, so any audio cues I was just, missing. There was no street light for that, so it's not like we could time it by that. We pretty much had to guess when cars were coming so we could get our orders in.
I could only imagine. I got a burrito. Squish.
Yeah, and then
lost it.
The whole order's gone. Oh, especially because that particular level had extra steps. It wasn't just grill, plate, done. You had to put it in a mixer and then steam it and then be done. Oh, sometimes you have to chop it, then mix it, then put it in the steamer, and then be done.
Whole lot of extra steps.
Yep. And all that work's gone if you get hit by a car. So, yeah, I think next time we'll definitely just play online. Or I'll get a headphone splitter or something.
I'm sure with the plethora of cables that you guys have here, you'll manage to find something that will work.
Oh, I'm sure. It's not like headphone splitters are expensive.
You've got one. Somewhere. I've seen
it. Somewhere. I know you've seen it.
We've used it.
We've used it.
Use what?
Headphone splitter.
Oh yeah, we have a couple of those.
I'm sure we do. But no, Snow Day came out this week. I've not gotten to play it yet, but I think I'm just going to finally download it on my PC. The only reason I haven't even bought it yet is because I wasn't sure what platform it's going to be on, but it's going to be like an RTS, so I feel like PC is going to be the best way to play it anyways, and then everyone can play, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yep. And Xbox also releasing
custom consoles.
Yep, custom consoles based off Snow Day. I think trying to see if they're going to be available for purchase or no. Fans will have the chance to win one of these consoles in a limited time sweepstakes ending on April 22nd, 2024. So if you want, if you need a new Xbox, or if you just want a really cool South Park collectible, go enter those sweepstakes. I probably will. I want the Princess Kenny one.
Give me one.
Which one would you want if you got it?
Oh, Kenny or Cartman.
Yep, there's 4 consoles, I should explain probably. Each with the main 4 South Park boys on it. Grand Wizard Cartman, Kyle the High Elf, Princess Kenny, and Stan Marshwalker, all in celebrating their snow day and their fantasy outfits from the Stick of Truth. So a little return to form, at least costume-wise. I'm intrigued to see how the battles go in this magical snow day adventure.
I feel like the Xbox sweepstakes are always like really high expectations, but they never play out so well.
Yeah, I've never won a sweepstakes in my life. I won a raffle at a con last month, and I was like, whee!
I at one point had 36,000 Microsoft points. Spent them all on at least 2 different sweepstakes. Mm-hmm. Didn't get a single thing.
Oh, that's bub kiss.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to keep saving my points now, but, it doesn't really help. Because,
yeah.
You're supposed to spend these things, but you can't. You don't win.
That is a shame. Oh, I forgot to mention also the Xboxes come with their own custom controllers with the same character on them, so you just have the full snow day experience. I will definitely be entering the sweepstakes. I'm not intending to win, but if I do win, I want the Princess Kenny one. But we could, yeah, go on.
If you don't, I will make sure to buy a cricket and make you a stencil for it.
Aw, thank you. That is so sweet. I just like custom skins like that. They're cool. Speaking of which, do we want to watch the release trailer for,
No.
Sure.
I want to see it.
Let's see it.
Yay!
That was one big wizard.
It's coming in hot.
Say something! You're killing me here.
Yes.
Alright, fine. I guess I'll figure out a way to entertain the people or something.
Yep. What?
It's hints at a different game.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
I wonder what game.
I don't know, maybe Dune.
Oh my god,
I don't think that was a Dune reference.
that's gonna be awesome. I
Or
can't.
maybe.
Like, if you know anything about the South Park games, South Park in general, it always starts out, very innocuous, raunchy, shock value, and then a lot of the times it goes into the supernatural, and I like that this seems to be following that form.
That's good.
I can't.
Yeah, it's more of a Tremors.
Oh, yeah,
reference.
that tracks.
You seem to get quite excited about the priest or whoever that was that had the glowing eyes towards the end.
Yeah, that's one of the pastors. That was me getting excited about the supernatural element, them keeping that up. I just wonder if they're gonna keep the new kid's butt powers, because he can time travel with his farts in the second one, and he can battle with his farts in the first one. So I just wonder if they're gonna keep that going as well.
Who knows?
The butt humor.
I mean, they might not.
With the way that games are
I mean, he did-
progressing, it could
He
be a
did break his
DLC.
butt at the end.
Yep, he did have a fractured butthole.
Did have a fractured butthole.
Who knows? It could be DLC.
Could be DLC.
Could be DLC.
That's
Pay to
how
win.
He could double jump.
Yeah, I saw a lot of leaps and bounding. I'm sure that farts have nothing to do with that or any other
No,
kind
not
of
at all.
burrito powers.
Dragon
Gusts
shout.
of wind.
Gusts of wind.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. Let's see what else is going on in Xbox land. Again, South Park was just released on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, any platform where games are sold. I'm pretty sure you can get Snow Day.
Buy it now.
Not sponsored, but I mean, we're
You
not
could.
opposed. You could.
It'd be great.
We'd love it. I'd be so, dude. If South Park anything,
She would be speechless, apparently.
yeah, I would be. I'd be like, yes. But can I also go to Casa Bonita, please? I'm begging you. All right, we were talking about animal games earlier, and I guess is this out yet or is this not out yet?
I don't exactly know.
Let's look this up. It's
It's
called
a,
Zoocosis.
Interesting looking game. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, what? Hey, what?
It's a body cam horror simulation game. You play as a zookeeper. You have to identify infected mutant animals, make a vaccine, and cure them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I think that's pretty easy to identify.
Look how horrible that looks. That's just.
I have a feeling that's the mutant
Hey,
animal.
let me zoom in on this a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
Unless it's like, figure out if it's a giraffe, then I suspect that is actually an alligator.
Cue the scene from SpongeBob. It's a giraffe.
So it's not out yet. The trailer was just released 2 days ago. Let's see if it has a release date yet. Because on Steam it just says it's coming soon. So, but let's take a look at this. I don't play a lot of horror survival games, but I do like them once in a while. I do like to get little adrenaline rush, heart palpitations once in a while. Oh, that makes sense. It's Australia.
Yeah, zoos in Australia have horrifying monsters.
Oh, this isn't even a zombie game then. This is just Australia. Holy! It's a...
Base day of Australia right there.
I mean, everything was already upside down, so.
Does not represent final quality of the game, but it already looks pretty good. I don't think it looks bad. Oh.
That is, in fact, a person.
Whoa.
As long as it wasn't alive in the first place.
He was shaking.
Meat.
Why would it be shaking?
Okay. I'm having questions about the meta of this. Uh-huh. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty into these kinds of games, so. Oh, gross. Okay. I mean, I guess that's part of the job. Aw, I wonder if you get to name your penguins. That is so cute.
Hey, I think that one's infected.
What? Why wouldn't you just keep that motherfucking thing on you? Like, if you know that's a problem. That thing is not confined by any type of zoo regulation, physical or otherwise. We're not doing that. I have concerns.
Please, voice your concerns.
Okay, are we feeding these mutant things people? to keep them alive so we can cure them, or is there something more sinister afoot? Like, how is this? What is the backstory? How did the zombie outbreak appear? I guess these are only questions that can be answered by playing the damn game.
Yeah.
But
Question is, what exactly are we trying to do, though?
the point of the game seems to be to cure the animals. You have to save them and survive yourself. You don't...
No.
No.
I'm just going to shoot them.
I mean...
Because the moment
I
you
don't
see a
think they're gonna
giraffe climbing on the wall like a spider, you're done.
He has spider legs coming out of his sides.
Yeah, and
I don't like that.
You're done. I will shoot you on the spot.
I do like the creativity of, again, like this whole maw here. That is cool, and I'm intrigued to see what they do with the rest of the animals. It was a good lead with, the spider giraffe thing. But
Yeah. That is also extremely terrifying.
I just can't wait for Barney to come into play.
The purple dinosaur?
No. Yes.
Well, obviously we'll be keeping this up to date, seeing as to when it comes out, and I'm sure one of us will be playing it.
Oh, yeah. At least, oh my gosh, can you imagine this in VR?
It would not touch my VR. I would be done.
Oh, I would love this in VR. I don't know. I'm really picky and weird about like horror stuff. Like I really don't want to. There's a couple horror movies I just don't want to watch, but like this stuff, oh yeah, I'll play this in VR. Get the crap scared out of myself.
Who wants to watch The Grudge tonight?
I don't want to watch The Grudge.
We're not doing
I don't want to
Grudge.
watch The Grudge really bad. I really don't want to.
It's not that scary.
We're not doing that.
Look, okay, so he showed me the trailer for The Grudge, and I saw the bit.
There's a video game for it.
Oh God.
You'd love it.
Okay, maybe I would though. Is the problem? I'm such a hypocrite. If it's a video game, like I'll totally play it, but movies, I'm really hit or miss on. But here, what bothers me is there's a scene in the trailer where she's like in the shower washing her hair, and she's like got her hair up like this, and another hand comes out and like holds it, and I don't like that. I was like, nope, that stuck with me too hard. I don't like
It's almost
it.
like it's gonna
Take me out.
happen.
Take me out. No, don't.
In real life.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my
it's all
God.
based on a true story.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It is really.
Yes.
You
Yeah, you're not supposed to actually go into that house. Like, that house is a very real house.
Okay, we're gonna
It's
put
based on a very true story.
a pin in that. That sounds like a big no. I don't know where it is. I don't need to know where it is. I'm not going there, and I have no intention. Never have, never will.
It's one of those things. The more you think about it, the more it actually attaches to you. So, just try not to think about it.
That's what most Americans do.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You can tell she's getting very scared very quickly.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where I'm. He mentions the Grudge video. I'm in a mood. Maybe I would like want. I gotta be in the mood to watch horror and stuff like that. But I feel like I would regret that decision and have nightmares forever and always.
Just make sure to watch the first one.
Yeah, sooner or later you'll be fine, whether it meets you or not.
It sounds like one of those snails that's like constantly.
The snail that's ever chasing you, and if it touches you, you die.
Yeah.
But if you live, you keep getting $1 million or something like that.
Some stupid shit like that. Yeah, something like that. So that's what that sounds like. So where's my $1 million? I have not encountered a death snail yet.
Snail isn't as horrifying as the Grudge. If I become immortal and the Grudge is forever chasing me, I'm done. I'm just.
Yeah, no, I would.
So the easiest way to
time to live.
easiest way to beat the snail is put it in a vacuum sealed jar
But you don't know.
and ship it to space.
You don't know if it's that snail.
I was gonna say, how do you
That's
ship
why
it
you
to
just-
space? But I feel like a lot of billionaires with too much time on their hands are already working on it. Oh god, no, actually, I don't think about it. I haven't even seen. No, it wasn't The Grudge. It was The Ring that made me terrified of unlabeled VHS tapes.
But that's always the best thing. You don't know which entity you're releasing into the world.
Or it could just be an old episode of Dragon Tales, you know? It could just
No.
be innocuous. And a little
Because nobody
relic-
records on VHS tapes anymore.
No, but they used to. And I used to have a VHS tape that looked blank, but it was written. There were like 2 or 3 movies recorded on it. One of them was Addams Family Values. I love that movie.
Actually, one of the big things is once the tape is passed along. Well, once the tape becomes null and void, it goes on to like a disc copy
Mm.
and things like that.
So now it's digital. It'll be spread
It
through the
becomes
web.
like a very specific file
Oh, that tracks.
you have to download.
Like, okay, yeah.
That's the belief.
That's
And
the
it's on her
creepypasta.
computer.
Does the Grudge count as in the Ring and stuff like that? Does that count as creepypastas, or is that just something else? I know creepypastas tend to be born on the internet. Right?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not
know.
into the whole creepypasta stuff. So
I was never
don't...
into it either, but I read a couple. Some freaked me out.
It's fan-made horror.
Okay, thank you for explaining that to me. The more you know.
There is usually a basis around any creepypastas ever.
Tracks.
Like any of the SCP Foundation. You know that peanut guy that when you don't look at him, he snaps your neck?
Oh, you mean the Bracken?
The Peanut. I'm just imagining Mr. Peanut as a Bracken now.
But he doesn't move at all while you're looking at him.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes, Mr. Peanut.
And then the moment you look away and look back, he's
like
moved.
really, really fast moved.
Oh.
Yeah, he was based around like.
That is a VR game. Running away from the peanut guy.
Well, that makes sense.
That's
Does it
terrifying.
track if you actually blink?
Yes.
That's
Because it has facial recognition on
There's
it.
like
That's
literally
messed up.
No way I would not blink.
I know, right? Like, it's 2 screens this close to your face. How do you not blink?
You don't. You just stare. You know how many times I just stare
You know how
and just
gamers
try not to
work?
blink?
I could stare at that forever.
Exactly.
Fair.
Don't worry about the blue light.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not harmful at all.
No.
It's not good for you. I swear.
Blue light blockers are
Prolonged
important.
exposure.
Pro gamer tip: blue light blocking glasses. Even if you
Blue light matters.
okay, if you have 20/20 vision, you're still reading glasses or some kind of non-prescription glasses with blue light blockers will save your eyes.
Blue light matters.
Pro gamer tip. What's next on our conversation docket? Marvel Rivals. What is this? When did it come out? No, it's announced. It is not out yet.
It is indeed announced.
Let's
I
see.
hate it.
Let's see this trailer. We haven't even seen the trailer
It
yet.
sucks.
It's a Marvel game. Of course it's going to suck.
I mean, I have heard really bad things. What was that last Avengers game that came out a few years ago? That was ass.
You're completely missing the Suicide Squad.
That's
That's DC.
That's all the same.
And yes, that was ass.
That was also
That was a
ass.
AAA ass game.
Didn't that just come out this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's already flopped.
Yeah, I've heard some interesting discourse on that. Maybe we'll get into that later. Marvel Rivals. Let's see if this even looks good. Get our judgy glasses on.
I don't wear glasses, but I'll judge it anyways.
Lucky you. I would have picked a different narrator for the trailer. I'm just gonna say it.
Bruh. This is literally
This is
Overwatch.
I was just thinking that. This is Overwatch with Marvel characters.
Oh, it might have something. Yeah.
No, this is straight Overwatch.
This is straight.
Because this is that monk dude with the little balls.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, actually.
Groot and the Hulk are the big dude, like the hog guy and the ape. I don't know if the ape is in Overwatch too.
So these are from the creators of Overwatch.
Oh, well, that makes sense then.
No, because it's the exact same style.
Yeah. I've only played Overwatch like once, and this is
Cool
definitely...
that the environment's able to break. I hope they do that more.
I agree, actually.
I think I'd actually play Overwatch more if it destroyed its environment and stuff.
I do like that. It always impresses me when, your attacks, like, big laser battles and throwing people against walls actually does damage to the environment. Luna Snow.
Who the hell's Luna Snow?
I don't know. I'm not a comics... I mean, I do like
I have to
comics,
see her
but...
again.
MODOK? Is that like a MODOK girl?
No, not Moga.
Are you
What's wrong with you? It's Galactus, female version.
Oh. I haven't read a lot of Marvel comics. That's why I wanted to stop myself, say I'm not a comics gal. Because I do like comic
But
books.
you
I really
decided
do.
to say something when MODOK female came on, I swear.
I asked a question.
Maybe she was feeling a bit tingly about it. And she just had to say something. See? Caught.
My
Cut in 4K.
my filter was broken. I'm like, why does that look like MODOK's thing? But
So, yeah, no, this is clearly those guys from Overwatch.
It is
decided-
clearly a reskin of Overwatch.
Yes.
So, bottom line, don't buy it.
oh
I like the first comment.
yeah, the
This
Reddit.
looks wholly unappealing.
Yeah, the Reddit comments aren't promising either. We got that doesn't look good is the top comment. This looks wholly unappealing. This is ridiculous. Is history repeating? And we are back at hero shooters. Man, no one will play this shit. They never learn.
Is this a Paragon clone? Not even close.
Ooh.
Why would you think that?
Looks clunky AF. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It looks again. If you're really into Marvel and you're really into
Well, there's going to be a
Overwatch-
good bit of
The
people that are
problem
going to
is-
buy it.
The problem is,
Mhm.
actual Marvel fans would probably think, well, another cash grab from Marvel now.
Yeah, that's
They've just been royally messing everything up.
so bad. Well, they had a good thing with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think they did. I mean, made a lot of money, and then after Endgame, everything else just kind of felt like beating the dead horse until it spits until it spits money out again.
Yeah.
Cause, yeah,
That's not... Endgame should have been the end.
there's a lot of Marvel burnout going on because of all the hype. Like I know we've talked about this a lot on this channel, but again, going to Marvel stuff and anything related to it used to be an event, and now it's like you've just spent like 10 years eating the same cereal every day for breakfast, and then you don't just want that cereal anymore, but people keep trying to shove that cereal in your face because it's your favorite. You like it. You like it so much. I'm like, yeah, but I'm sick of it. I'm done.
Plus, I'm not gonna lie. I like movies, and I understand that there are highs and lows to movies. But when they fuck up your movie, of the hero that you like, you tend to not want to watch them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which one did they fuck up for you? What was
All of them.
Oh, all of them.
There's not just a single one.
They started Doctor Strange they started the heroes off really well. I actually liked all of them starting off. Then they decided that this whole thing just got, well, their way, or the highway.
Yeah.
It stopped being about the comics and what the comics were meant to be.
Well, I mean, I noticed with like writers and directors and a lot of like the discourse around that, when they would pass the torch to, because I think the Guardians of the Galaxy, or no, like the Thor movies, they changed directors. There's like 3 or 4 of them now, and they changed directors, and they passed the torch without any proper conversation as to where the story was going. So every change just felt really abrupt or really unnecessary. Or again, talking still about the Thor movies, the tonal shift was so abrupt because I remember the first 2 Thor movies were so serious, and it was nice to like, and I that is something Marvel, or at least the Marvel movies, did tend to do well, is adding some irreverent humor. But then they found out, oh, you like this? We're just gonna make this the whole movie, and we're like, you ruined it now.
You know what I didn't like? The first Thor movie was well done.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point of Thor was, yes, he was powerful, naturally strong, and such like that. But his armament, the armor that he wore, actually did stuff for him. That was all enchanted objects that he was wearing. Like each of those seals that was on his chest plate when he was first in, those all did something. The hammer, yes, it was the hammer that cast lightning and stuff like that. It wasn't Thor. He isn't. He is technically the god of hammers, I swear. He's the god of light and thunder, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But he did need that hammer. It's one of the things that allowed him to wield that hammer.
Yeah. So as again, my unofficial review of this game that has not even come out yet is neat.
And honestly, I think they did Loki in the worst.
Yeah.
Loki,
Yeah.
out of all of Marvel, had the worst done to him. Because comic book Loki was nothing. He was not a joke. He was nothing to mess with. It's absolutely terrifying. When people like Doctor Strange would jokingly throw him through a portal like that, he would appear behind Doctor Strange and stab at him. Because gods aren't to be messed with. People like the Grand Master Wizards, Doctor Strange could take him. That was the whole point of what Doctor Strange could do. He could do freaky shit like that. But he was meant to fight people like that on a daily basis. Loki could easily get past anything Doctor Strange did. Famously, Thor, a big brute, could take on about anything in a physical confrontation. The whole point of Loki was to challenge his mental thinking and stuff like that. Because, well, you can't beat Loki.
And again, that ultimately is what Marvel did to itself, is they made themselves a joke.
Yep.
Like, I like to compare things to food because I'm an absolute fiend. But, like, let's say you've got this nice steak, right? And it's got all the fixings on it. You got your meat and potatoes and all this other stuff. And there's just this really special seasoning on the steak, right? And you eat it and it's good. Like, wow, I really like that. And they decided that seasoning needs to go on fucking everything. And that's the whole dish now, is just this plate of seasoning. It's like, I didn't want that.
Yeah. Just ruins it.
It does.
Yep. No, so out of everyone, Loki got bushwhacked the hardest.
Flanderization. That's what it is. That's the actual term for it.
Show.
Flanderization.
He even got his own TV show, which the show technically, that would make sense that Loki would end up in that kind of a situation. You know, the time show. Loki's ended up in situations like that before.
Yeah.
People did not jokingly make fun of him forever throughout the entire show.
Or even...
He's a very serious character who's done very crazy shit.
Even one of my favorite Deadpool comics is, Deadpool's Art of War. He reads Sun Tzu's Art of War and decides he can write a better book. So he goes to Asgard and convinces Loki to wage war on Earth, so he can, like, observe and write his little book. And even that, where Deadpool himself is, you know, he's a ridiculous character. He does all these crazy things. Loki's not anything to mess with, and he does just get coerced and thinking, yeah, maybe I should do this. And he's a force to be reckoned with. He brings his army, brings it to Earth, and says, I'm the king now, bitches.
Literally immediately able to wage war and possibly win Earth.
Yeah, immediately.
It's a bit far.
The problem from that perspective, though, is it's Deadpool, and he treats everything like a hilarious joke.
Right.
That's his point. Like,
yeah, that's
the whole
his point.
situation he was implanted in the middle of was very serious.
Very serious. So, we're probably.
But to
probably
be
not
fair, I
gonna
mean, the comic books got a little wild and randomly stupid too.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it wasn't just Disney's fault. The comic book writers fucked up in some ways too.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It's the problem when you introduce multiverse theory, honestly.
Yeah, you get some really interesting stuff, and then you get Deadpool the Duck.
You leave him alone. Don't you dare talk bad about him.
I will not. I actually wanted to read
You
more of
haven't
those.
even seen him.
No, I want to read more of those. I think I only read the first or second of those.
And she's out here judging it? That's crazy.
She's judging it and hasn't even seen him.
Crazy.
That was the first Deadpool, and she decided to spit in his face.
What? I did not.
Disgusting.
Okay, we have another game release. Is this an announcement
That
or?
was already out.
Yeah, I think this
This is for PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay, so it's coming out on PlayStation 5.
Okay, is it out already or?
It's already out.
Okay, cool.
There's
Well,
even gameplay footage on YouTube.
wonderful. Well, let's see what this one's about. Hi-Fi Rush has been launched onto the PS5. Okay.
So, Borderlands style.
I'm
I
getting a 3D Beautiful Joe version. Have you seen?
Beautiful
thinking-
Joe
I
was
was thinking more-
an amazing game.
Yes, it was. I love
thinking, like,
Beautiful Joe.
Persona-
I'm getting that kind of vibe from this.
I was thinking like a mixture of like Borderlands with like Persona, but like a more Americanized animation style.
What? What are you saying?
No, that like it's kind of like, at least in the I thought it was like in the at least the design of it. It reminds me a bit of Persona, but more Americanized animation style. But it definitely gives Borderlands vibes, at least in the tone.
I guess. You sure?
I mean, I could be just talking out my ass.
Where do you see the Apparently, there's also some Scott Pilgrim vibes in there.
I get Scott Pilgrim.
I don't see it.
No.
He's got hair. I guess that's what Scott has. I've been told it's a musical game.
And I noticed the guitar thing. There's a rhythm mechanics, which I'm into.
I got it from the Hi-Fi.
Oh, that's fair. You know,
It's clearly a beat fighting game,
I'm into that.
It's Beat Saber.
No,
except you actually beat.
I like rhythm games. I used to play Rhythm Heaven for the Nintendo DS.
Rhythm games actually can be quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously I've spoken highly of Guitar Hero and Rock Band and all that, so I'll probably play this. I might wait until it's on PlayStation Plus. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, but yeah, I'll look into it. Hi-Fi Rush.
Seems like that's going to be an only you guys thing until I get a PlayStation.
I can play some Beautiful Joe though.
I've never
I'm
played
not gonna
Beautiful
lie, I
Joe.
missed that game.
Beautiful.
That's what I said.
Beautiful
Beautiful Joe.
I heard beautiful. I was about to be like, don't be certain. Don't say it wrong
Nah,
now.
it's Beautiful Joe.
He's got a girl.
I remember having that on a unmarked disc for the PlayStation 2, and it was a purple disc. So I put it in, and I was like, what is this game? This is a fun game.
Does all that crazy stuff.
Okay, what is Beautiful Joe? I've heard it talked about, but I don't know what it is.
Beautiful Joe is a.
It's a fighting game.
It's a fighting game.
Uh-huh.
It's one of those side scrollers.
Mm-hmm.
But your character is Joe. You and your girlfriend get put into a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, this is number 2, but
Oh, I see.
yeah, the game is surprisingly and amazingly difficult, and at the same time, fairly easy to do.
Okay.
I think in number 2, it's I don't know if you can do 2-player.
This is the only one that I played.
All
You
right.
played number 2, only 2?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I've seen.
one's pretty crazy.
I've seen it like referenced, and I've heard y'all talk about it. But
I only played solo on every game, so I don't know.
Come on!
his outfit reminds me of Strong
No,
Bad.
I don't think you can do this one 2-player.
Long play of Beautiful Joe.
Just do the opening.
Click it.
It's so manly.
Has there ever been an anime of this, or is it just a game?
No, just the game.
I feel like that'd be a fairly simple costume to cosplay.
I think I've seen it at
Would.
cons.
Problem is, it'd probably get mixed up with so many other cosplays that do that.
Yeah.
Like Red Ranger or
It looks like Strong Bad to me.
like a Gundam pilot. Pink Flamingo.
Yeah, I feel like this
There's
one...
the original hero of the movie. There's their apprentice.
Wait, there's a movie? I don't know. I'm so lost.
Remember, Garrett, the higher ups.
We should just input a clip of
Stop it, Garrett.
No, we should. Oh, shoot. We should put in a clip. That's just me turning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A clip me going around that with a bimbo moment.
Look, guys, it's a horny guy.
Oh my god!
He had the horns.
I get it. Ah.
Oh yeah, he had slow motion speed because you could fast forward the tape.
No. Why was he called beautiful?
Okay.
I don't know. Why was he called Beautiful Joe?
I don't.
There, sound guy.
You want to help me out with this
you
one?
See, Beautiful Joe.
Yeah.
His name is Joe.
Yeah, I got that far.
Okay.
Uh huh.
As I was describing earlier,
Yep. Mhm.
him and his girlfriend got pulled into the movie.
Oh, I get. See, I missed that part. My brain went whoop.
Yeah, entirely.
Yeah, I missed it entirely. That makes sense. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know where my brain
Get
went.
it? You're ignoring me. You hate
Yeah,
me.
no, I do. It's because of that thing you did. That nondescript thing you totally did.
The higher up skirt. Watch out.
Shut up!
HR is about to call on us.
We have our HR lady in the room right now.
Defund human resources.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm gonna get a shirt that says defund human resources.
Please don't.
Gonna wear it. It's gonna be great.
We would have to blur her out. That's how many middle fingers she has held up right now.
I think middle fingers are allowed on OFTV, right?
In that case,
Nope. Don't flip off our audience.
what are they gonna do?
let's just go.
See it?
I
It's a
would've-
podcast.
At least I thought she was flicking me off.
Yeah, you know, it airs
her
on
hand got
OFTV.
blurry.
It's a
That last
podcast. It's
second.
fine. They can't
But you
see
could've
it.
been
They
doing
can hear
this.
it.
No, they can
Or
see
this.
it.
This is the
video.
sound of
or
me
this.
flicking you guys off.
Or, oh, it's like blurred out.
Just insert the flicking noise.
The flicking. Well, we're really on a roll with these like new releases and launch dates. Planet Crafter, the official 1.0 launch date announcement. This was posted 2 days ago from Miju Games.
Looks like it's gonna be out on the 10th of April.
Indeed.
Hit play. Let's see what this is about.
Let's see what this is about. Oh, okay, that was me. Again.
Please tell me this has nothing to do with Crafted Planet.
I wonder if it's like Minecraft but in space.
I don't think so. This doesn't look like Minecraft in space.
Terraformation index. Terraforming is building.
Terraforming Mars, the game.
Say it out loud. Apparently it looks like No Man's Sky.
I don't know what that is.
Ew. Instantly, I'm not playing it. No Man's Sky was like the worst
This is
space game.
just a...
Okay, that looks cool.
Okay, I was about to say it's just like a desert version of the one ocean planet thing.
Looks like one of those old school
Okay.
games, like the PC games, like
You know,
So
Zoo Tycoon
you know,
and that
the
kind
one
of
where
thing.
The whole planet's a giant ocean.
Europa?
Is that what it's called?
Europa is a giant frozen planet.
No, water. It's a giant water planet. You go underwater, you grab materials, you're...
Subnautica?
Subnautica.
That's the one.
That's what I was going to compare this to, like a desert version of that, but then the seasons started changing.
Okay, so
But the device in your hand kind of looks like that.
It reminds me of like Zoo Tycoon, but if it were like first person.
do you know what this reminds me of? Like to a T. If I can spell it.
I believe in you. Astroneer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just wait. Let's
That's
watch
a-
one of the clips
Oh,
on
I've seen this.
Astroneer.
Oh, okay, sure, let's watch it.
Because this is
That's so
T
cute!
for T. The exact same thing.
It's not first
You
person.
go to planets, you can make it first person, and you terraform the planets.
Oh. So they're like, what if is Planet Crafter a shooter at all, or is it just terraforming? Because I saw he has got like a little gun.
I would assume it's just
Crafting
terraforming.
gun.
Yeah.
Oh, crafting gun. Okay,
But like you
I've
go to
noticed
different
it's become
planets.
quite a famous feature in these games.
fair enough. I love how cute and frustrated that little astronaut dude is getting.
That's dying.
Oh,
The
Right
little
on
dying
there.
animation.
that's kind of adorable.
You have so much air in your backpacks.
Mm. Oops.
The last guy got struck by lightning.
Uh-oh.
Cherry bombs.
Oh no.
This is a really fun game. Like it's a cute fun game.
Uh-huh.
It can get very frustrating though very quickly because of the amount of stuff that can kill you. suffocation, plants, your spaceship blowing up. Yeah.
Doesn't sound that bad.
And it is free on Game Pass. So you don't have to wait to play some sort of game like that. You can always play that instead of waiting till the 10th of April to play
Planet Crafter.
Well,
Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to play
might have
Planet
something.
Crafters.
Yeah, I was about to say, it might have something. I mean, the changing of weathers and seasons is actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
Well, that
let's see
happens
the
in
rest of this.
Astroneer as well.
It does?
Yeah.
Water flooding and stuff?
It doesn't flood, but it does get dark, and if it starts to rain, the thunder can kill you. Well, the lightning can kill you anyways.
Yep, coming out April 10th on Steam.
Well, it looks like you get to forcefully... You do get to... It gets...
You become the alien. You go to a planet, and you get to,
That's not what I wanted.
you know...
It seems to show the outcomes of what you do, which is pretty cool.
Alright. Well, it looks like we got a few more game announcements to get through, and... Yeah, let's see what else is coming out. We got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure by... Is that Gummy or Goomy?
Definitely gummy.
Gummy. They have announced a new game based on the popular JoJo's Bizarre Adventure franchise that won't release for a while. Says speculated won't launch until sometime next year, but it is in development for smartphones.
Oh boy.
Yay!
Mobile gamers.
Mobile gamers.
You can tell the cringe on my face.
Not okay. So speaking of mobile, we'll watch this little announcement trailer. Again, we know we've been over this. We know what the official GFAP stance is on mobile games. I did give Phone Destroyer a go. Not like a fair go. Admittedly, I haven't spent like a good amount of time on it. But again, it's like okay, this looks like something that I could learn and get really addicted to. But it's a mobile game.
Yeah.
But it's still a South Park game though, so I'll give it a go. And they reference it in the Fractured Butthole, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's just going to keep it online with your South Park game, so.
Yeah.
As long as you know how the story goes.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, let's see this All-Star Battle R, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Ooh, very dramatic.
Very ominous.
I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Deal.
You thought
Got this huge deal.
You thought this was a launch announcement trailer, but it was I, Dio!
I wish they just did a bunch of memes. Well, if it's a fighting game, I'm ready to kick your guys' asses.
That sounds like fighting words.
Didn't you say that the last time, and then we played Killer Instinct for like hours on end?
Yeah, I beat you.
And you got mopped
I destroyed
35 to 2.
I destroyed
It's almost as bad as playing against her on Dragon Ball Z.
Absolutely destroyed you.
He didn't. He never does.
Sounds like a rematch is needed.
In JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yep, that'll be the tiebreaker. But see, the tiebreaker's got to be a game that either both of you have a lot of experience in, or both of you have no experience in. Got to be like a fresh start for both of you.
I also remember explicitly winning last.
That's
You
really what
didn't
matters.
win last, though.
I
I did
won
the
last.
best finisher on you at 123 hits.
That wasn't me.
You're right, you were 108, but still.
Yeah, that was that Alex.
All of my hits ended out over 100.
50 playable characters.
Early fall.
Okay, it is coming out on PlayStation, Switch, Steam.
It's already out.
Oh, it's out already? Well,
It said 2022.
Oh, I see. Well, this one is... Oh, this one's just the
The mobile version.
mobile version. Oh, okay, I see. Well, if you like it for your consoles and you want it on the go,
I'm gonna
Sure.
get it for my console. And then I'm gonna beat you guys.
we'll see about that.
Good luck.
Yeah. Beat you with pure references.
Pure references. There's a couple JoJo scenes I don't want to talk about on camera, but there's some that stick with you, man.
Oh, I'm sure they stick.
They're horrible. Anyways, that's sounds like a good wrapping point to me. Got a lot of cool games that are out, cool games that have been announced.
Yeah.
Yep. What game are you most excited for? I hope you let us know in our DMs on all our GFAP socials.
And let us know if we've missed any games or if you would like us to talk about one more. than the others.
Absolutely. If there's one that we just touched on, you want us to go into detail more, let us know. We're all ears and open to suggestions. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. You can find all our GFAP socials right here or somewhere on this screen. And if you want to talk to me individually, you can find all my socials here at BrittRochelle.com. My DMs are open, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.
And all of my links are on my Twitch under the link tree, Muffin Sincere. Head there and, join the Discord. Chat it out.
It's a fun place to be.
Truly is.
And we will see you next time on the next episode of GFAP.